Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Mariah Amanda for day 2 of 1 Week 1 Palette. It is May and I decided to kind of do a fairy tale theme this month, and I'm using the Beauty and the Beast collab with Lorac. Last night we did a beautiful blue and gold situation, but today I'm going to use these kind of soft pink colors down here to kind of go with the sweater, you know? Yeah, so let's just get right into it. It might get a little loud because my parents are watching Timeless, but we'll see. So, just to set everything, by the way, my makeup is like all day old. I have mascara on. I just got home from work, but I wanted to shoot a video. So, Chip In is this color right here. I'm just gonna dust that all over everywhere. So one thing I appreciate about this palette is about how pigmented the shadows were, and that's something this is my first Lorac palette. I had never used one before. So I'm gonna go in with Inner Beauty. So let's talk about what we talked about yesterday. Intense, huh? Sorry, my mom came in to talk to me about moving my room around for when my gram comes. So, yeah, yesterday's topic was pretty, intense compared to what we normally talked about. But what I normally talk about on my channel, I just feel like it's very important to kind of shed light to things that I'm experiencing, and maybe my experience can help just one person. And if it can help one person, then I'm happy to share it. So this is a beautiful color. So I'm just gonna go windshield wiper motions all over the upper crease and kind of a little bit underneath the eye. Blend it all out. I think it's so funny because, like, when I think of Beauty and the Beast, I obviously think of like the navy and the gold, like kind of like I did yesterday, but I don't ever really think of like soft pink. I'm trying to think like who kind of wears that in the movie, but I don't know. Alright, so I used an E25 to do that. Let's use another brush to go in with TikTok right here. Gonna give it a more mauve-y feel. And this is honestly just a brush I got at like Marshalls or TJ Maxx when I first started getting interested into makeup. Oh yeah, that gives it a nice depth. So this brush is honestly like a larger version of this by Sigma. So this is a Sigma small tapered blending brush. It's just like that, but like a bigger version of it. It's very springy. It makes me feel like a spring flower is on my eyes. I don't normally do pink colors in the crease. I'm just thinking that. So I have two colors. I have Tea Time, which is this color here. I'm going to swatch both of them. And then I have Real You, which is here. So the pink one is Real You, and then this one is Tea Time. The one Real You is definitely more glittery, and I feel like Tea Time is more satiny. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put Tea Time all over the lid, and I'm gonna use some MAC Fix Plus to apply that. So today my friend's mom came up to me and was like, have you been working out? And I was like, yes, why yes I have. So that was kind of cool to kind of have someone, I just sprayed it all over my mirror, to have someone notice that like the hard work that you're putting in, you know, like that's kind of hits you right here, you know? in the heart. Ooh, I love this. So I put them in the inner corner. And I think what I'm going to do is after I put that on both eyes, I'm going to put the other pink color in the outer like sort of like in the V area. So I wanted to talk a little bit, I just kind of came to mind because I was thinking about my piercing. My mind bounces all over the place sometimes. So this piercing right here is a mid-cartilage piercing. And when I got it pierced, I got this super dainty silver like flat disc, which is what I wanted. That's why I got it. So last week on Sunday, I woke up and it was in my ear. Like the flat disc got somehow pushed into the canal, I don't know what they call it, of the piercing. I was like, okay, well there's no way I'm leaving it in there. So I had to push it back out through. And I immediately went to the piercer when they opened at noon. And I talked to them and she ended up putting a longer post in. Oh my, this is intense when you put some Fix Plus with it. Look at that pink. And so I just wanted to talk about piercing kind of care a little bit. Maybe I'll do a separate video about it at some point, but so when I was talking to a friend of mine that day, she was like, she had one in a similar place. She didn't go to a professional piercer, which is kind of sad, but anyway. So she said to me, yeah, I got this bump on it and I picked at it and it made it worse, and then I ended up taking it out. And she's like, I did everything that I could to get rid of it, but of course she didn't go to an actual piercer, so she didn't know, like, I was like, oh, what did you do to help it? And she was like, I forget what she said, but it was something I had never heard of. And I was like, oh, did you try chamomile tea? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay, well that's worked with my other piercings, like to help them go away. And she's like, oh, I didn't even know that. So just like kind of a little word to the wise, like always go to a piercing shop. Always. If you're not getting your lobes done. Because they have the proper equipment and they can teach you how to like keep it clean and take care of it properly and stuff like that. So I ended up having to get a bigger top put on it, but which I wasn't like happy about at first, but I like it okay. And kind of one of the #1 rules that I can just say is don't touch it, which is so bad because I'm such a touchy, I'm a picker person. Like I can't leave my zips alone or anything, and I've never played with my earrings before and I've never even thought about it, but ever since I've gotten them pierced, I've kind of been like picking at them. Anyway, so just make sure you go to a place that can teach you how to clean it properly and take care of it. And so you'll have it for a long time. Also, don't downsize the post too soon. With this one, I went after 2 weeks like the piercer said I could and got it downsized, and then it ended up being too short, and then it ended up getting pulled through, like the back was swallowed up by my ear. And then I had to go and get a longer post put back on it, and there was kind of like, it was kind of like a bump on the underneath the stud a little bit. It's going away now because I stopped touching it and been using chamomile tea religiously. But basically it's a natural, it helps reduce like that swelling from those bumps. So yeah, short, sweet, to the point. What do you guys think? I like it. Yeah, let me think. What would I do if I was going out on the town like this? I think I would do something like cool and fun, and pink for a highlighter. What do I have to recommend? Oh, I have Maybelline Rose Molten Rose Gold. That one's really good. So I'm trying to think, is that all I have to say about piercings? Make sure you go to a piercing place, make sure you clean it, don't touch it, and go back if there's ever any problems. Don't use hydrogen peroxide either. That's like a no-no. And honestly, sometimes your body just rejects the like piercing. It doesn't like it there. Oh, and have it pierced with a stud versus a ring, because rings move around so much and the bacteria that's on the outside of the ring could get pushed into your ear, and those can cause the bumps too. So yeah, make sure you go and get a stud. I was like, oh, should I put like a loop in it, like a hoop in it, so that it doesn't like get eaten by my ear? And she was like, no, we have to make sure it's healed first before, if you want to put a hoop in it. And I was like, well, I don't really want to. I wanted something super small and dainty. So this felt like a big, huge red stop sign, honestly, on my ear, but it's not. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!